Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. My name is Evan Smith. I'm the pastor at Second Presbyterian Church here in downtown Stanton, and I'm coming to you today for your daily video devotional. Lately, in my own quiet times, that is, my time of daily prayer and study with God, I began something just a little over a week ago where I'm going through this Old Testament translation that I've been really eager to try for close to a year, by this guy named Robert Alter. He's got he's worked really hard over 20 years to come up with his own translation of the Old Testament. It's not just some random guy doing it, by the way. Like, he's one of the most qualified people ever imaginable to do this sort of thing. And so what I've been doing is I've been going through the book of Genesis, just one chapter a day, really trying to study it, ponder it, and pray. And I'm writing up sort of my own commentary in a sense about it. And I wanted to share something that has been going on in my own mind and my own heart about Sabbath. At the beginning of the second chapter of Genesis is the conclusion of the first tale of creation. There's actually two creation narratives at the beginning of Genesis. And the end of the first one is the beginning of the second chapter. And God's looking out on everything he's done after 6 days. And on the seventh day, he rests. And that's why we rest. That's why we have Sabbath. And of course, we all know rest is good. We know you can overwork. But I had this thought that I've never heard anybody talk about before. And that's why I wanted to share it. And maybe you've heard it all the time. Maybe if I'm, not your pastor, maybe your pastor talks about this all the time and I've just never heard it. But here's the thing I thought. Rest wasn't just about inactivity the way we tend to make it. What God did was he reflected on the good work that he had done for 6 days and then rested. So I think part of our Sabbath, part of our souls being restored, isn't an escape from our work, which is how we treat it, but instead to spend part of that time of Sabbath reflecting on the work that we've done and maybe even basking in it. Like that satisfaction that comes from a job well done. Maybe that's part of what Sabbath is for us. It's not to bring work home with you, but to be able to think like, yeah, I feel good about that. Yeah, I did good work this week. And let that satisfaction lead you into that period of rest, of worship, and of glorifying God. The thing that I feel so sad about for so many is that in the American work week, even if you are like someone who's able to work now, we have this idea of the rat race, right? Like, we hear about that and we don't exalt the virtue of work in the same way. Or we think, I'm just punching my card and getting in and getting out. And there are jobs like that. I've had jobs like that. But maybe the challenge for us on each Sabbath day is if we look back on those last 6 and we're not exactly proud of what we've done, or we don't feel good about it, well, maybe for the next week, try to change that. Try to say that, like, in every encounter I have, even if I don't experience much joy from my work, or if I'm not particularly enlivened by it, let the relationships you have with your coworkers be the thing that sustains you. Let the way God is using you in the ministry he's called you to, wherever it is he's planted you, because all of us are called to a ministry. Let that be the thing that then on your Sabbath day you reflect back on and say, yeah, I've done well this week, and then enjoy the satisfaction of a job well done as that leads you into greater rest. And so that is the thing I wanted to share with you guys, the thing I thought God put on my heart that I thought was just so neat, and that is your word for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click the like button, maybe even share it on your own page. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and goodbye.